Or I'll say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right, thank you. We will begin this transmission this day of your time in the following way. We would like to cover 3 distinct ideas this day of your time. Number 1 will be somewhat of what you would call a political idea. Number 2 will be a somewhat unusual meditation called the paradox meditation. And number 3 will be our interaction with questions and suggestions. We will not say answers, we will say suggestions. For we do not have answers for you so much as ideas and suggestions for how you can find the answers yourself. Now, let us begin with the following idea. We have discussed with you a few times before the concept of contact between various extraterrestrial civilizations and your own. And certainly, as your years go by, we are coming closer and closer to the time when such contact can occur openly. We have, in past transmissions, talked about the notion that by your year 2015, that the majority of people on your planet will be, as we read it, aware of the existence of extraterrestrials. Now, this can still happen in a number of ways. We are not saying that open contact will happen by 2015, just that the majority of people on your planet will be aware of the existence of extraterrestrials, such as myself and others. But toward the idea of accelerating open contact, we would like at this time to propose an activity, if we may. May we? Are you sure? Want to make sure that you actually want contact with us? All right. So then, remember that this contact is not in any way, shape, or form because we will solve your problems, but because you have accelerated your energy to the level at which you begin to understand your ability to create the reality you desire, your ability to see yourselves as equals to all beings in creation. It will be the result of that. And any acceleration will occur because of that, because of your actions, your involvement, your participation, your responsibility, because it is your planet. And up to this point, our civilization and other civilizations have taken, as you would say, an arm's distance approach, not becoming involved in certain aspects of your society because it is your world and we cannot interfere. However, now you have made enough shifts in your own vibrational energy that we can begin to suggest some courses of action to accelerate the idea of open contact. And so, since we are now allowed to, by the difference in your energy, we will do so, if you are ready to participate. It will require your participation. And here is what you would call the window of opportunity. Between your upcoming year that you call 2005 and your year that you call 2012 will be the 7-year window for what we are about to suggest to be accomplished by you. It is a 7-year project. You can make it happen sooner. It's up to you. But as we read the energy now, it is all right if it takes 7 of your years. All right? All right. Now, Some of you are aware that there exists now in what you call your laws, your federal regulations, a law called the Extraterrestrial Exposure Law. If you are familiar with this, you will understand that what it says in general, very broadly, is that if you should come into contact with a life form of any kind from off of your world, you are subject to quarantine, fine, and imprisonment. You may look it up if you wish. Title 14, Section 1211 of the Federal Regulations of your country. It was ostensibly created for the idea of preventing exposure to what you would call virulent alien organisms, pathogens, and such. This was implemented in your year of 1969 when you landed on your moon. But the idea was stated broadly enough, with intention behind it, that it wasn't just relegated to the idea of pathogens, but to any extraterrestrial life form whatsoever. So should there even then be an opportunity for contact between any of you and any of us, you would be then subjected by your own laws to fines and imprisonment and quarantine. Now then, since we deem that you would probably find this relatively unpleasant, we have stayed away, for the most part. There are, of course, a few civilizations that have had sporadic contact with individuals on your planet from time to time. We will not go into the details of those specific cases now. We are addressing the idea of broad contact, open contact. That which in that sense is acknowledged and welcomed by the majority of the people on your planet. So here is your project. Either and or to alter the extraterrestrial exposure law so that it does not in any way create a punitive action for contact with extraterrestrial life, but more importantly, that you create a new law, an open contact law, that each and every one of you, so willing, begin from this day forward to get together, research, investigate, learn, teach yourselves, educate yourselves, and actually form the law itself. Write it up, either as one of your initiatives or a bill, and get it passed by your government. That you will allow, acknowledge, and approve of open contact between your world and extraterrestrials who have announced peaceful intentions of interaction with you. In this way, when you create this law, have it officially backed, and get not only your country, but as many nations on your planet to sign on and adopt this law as possible by 2012, it will go a long way toward accelerating our ability to have open contact with you. For the idea is that we must respect the laws that exist on your planet because you have decided that those are the laws you will abide by. And so if you are capable from 2005 to 2012 of creating an open contact law and getting the majority of people on your planet, the majority of nations on your planet to adopt, to sign on, to acknowledge and accept this law of open contact for all extraterrestrials seeking open, peaceful contact with you, that will actually open the door for such contact, because you, the majority of you on your world, will have said that it is all right to do so. And that will make all the difference in your world, in our ability to interact more and more openly with you. Then, once that door has been opened, the only criteria remaining that will determine the rate at which contact can then occur will simply be the rate at which each and every one of you gets in touch with your own fears, misgivings, trepidations, hesitations, and doubts about such contact and what it might mean for you personally, what it might mean for you collectively. But then at least you will have dropped one barrier to such contact, one very important barrier that we must abide by, which is the rules you have deemed are the laws of your world. Is this clear to you? Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to create such an open contact law? Are you willing to word it? Are you willing to finesse it? Are you willing to work together? Are you willing to collect the hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of signatures required for this law to pass in each nation that is willing to pass it?
Yes.
I can't hear you. You do not have to be. We are not saying you must do this. It's your planet, not ours. It's up to you. But now, from this day forward, you can play an active, hands-on role in determining when such open contact is possible. You can be involved in this now. It's not any longer out of your hands. It's squarely in your hands as well as in ours. Those of us who have hands, anyway. But it is up to you. We are placing this responsibility, this challenge, in your lap. Work together. We will, at the very least, check in with you in this manner once a year at least to see how you are progressing. And we will add guidance. We will tell you how things are changing because of what you have done. We will keep you apprised of the shift in energy. But you yourself will be able to feel that with your enthusiasm, with your involvement, with your participation. Hands-on, doing, acting, creating, formulating, passionate about it if you are. Show it, do it. Now then, if 100 of you get 100 signatures each, and each of them get 100 signatures each, look how fast it will grow. Perhaps you will beat the 2012 deadline by many, many years. It's up to you. But I guarantee you this. When you have the majority of your people acknowledging and accepting and approving of open contact when and where it should occur in a peaceful manner, it can be general in that sense. Obviously, you cannot make it too specific because you don't necessarily know who open contact is going to happen with first or second or third. But the idea of being willing, you don't even have to necessarily get people to believe that extraterrestrials are talking to you, are visiting you. Just when and where it might happen someday, the idea is to be ready and willing and able to interact without fear of quarantine, punishment, fines, and so forth. Just the expression that you are willing to allow such a thing to occur in an open, constructive, positive, and peaceful manner will be enough to get a very, very, very large ball rolling. Then we will take it from there. This is the first step of truly working together. This is the first step of honoring your place as a member of the Association of Worlds. Be that it may be honorary at the moment, but eventually one day, in fact. If you will do this, and it is up to you, you will make that day accelerate, and it will be here before you know it. Thank you.